What you sharing? Back for the snack. Mostly superheroes, bite-sized content, getting you in, getting you out. Comic books on the table again. Superman, Year 1. Scotty Scoop, you are up.
Superman Year 1. This is what is known as DC Black Label. It's a different imprint of DC, and it's meant for a more mature audience, kind of similar to the Marvel Knights line, where they would kind of go a little darker, a little more gritty, a little more geared towards adults. This is by Frank Miller, the legendary Frank Miller, and art by John Romita Jr., also known as JRJR, legend. This is basically, it was just 3 issues and done. They collected it in this book. I want to give a shout out to Ollie's Superstore. I picked this bad boy up for $6.99.
Where's that store?
It is in Ellisville.
Very nice. That's your shop. That's a
right,
shop of yours.
right up the street from my house. I go in there probably on a weekly basis just to look at their graphic novels and books and stock up. Basically a Superman origin story told in 3 parts. And this might be a little different than the Superman you know. This is basically the most flawless version of this character that I've ever seen. He has absolutely 0 drawbacks. The first issue is obviously a little bit of the stuff on Krypton, maybe just a few pages. They get him out, lands in Smallville, picked up by the Kents, and this kid is perfect. A lot of the first issue deals with just him growing up very quickly, learning how to rein in his powers, and not just his powers, but he is super smart, super fast, super strong. He's got to, know that anything I do could just kill anyone. It could be catastrophic. Bullies in his school, causing trouble. He's trying to do his best to deal with that and not absolutely murder everyone.
Yeah, I mean, Smallville, I remember, Tom Welling, Clark Kent saying
Sure.
to his dad, I was like, I wanted to kill him.
Right.
And I could.
Right. Like, I want to play on the football team and just
I'd be the best
show
one.
him just a little bit of what I can do. Like, I don't have to go full speed. There's a lot of that in here.
Rad.
The second issue goes into this version of Superman actually joins the Navy and becomes a Navy SEAL. So the second issue deals a lot with him learning to take orders from someone else, but still trying to weigh, they've asked me to do this, like, infiltration and, like, kill these people on this boat. And I don't really want or need to kill anyone to take care of this problem. But, nobody knows, like, I'm a Superman. How do I get this done and still kind of look like a good soldier who's following orders? While he's in the Navy, he visits Atlantis.
That's really inspiring too.
Yes.
That's
yeah.
like, it's like being able to, like, see the hero and be like,
It's an
I see
evolution.
There's a solution that needs to happen.
He just grew up in Smallville, Kansas, and his thing was like, man, I really want to see the world. How do I do that? But still kind of learn
and help.
And his solution was to join the Navy, and obviously Navy SEAL. While he was in Smallville, he fell in love with Lana Lang. In this part of the story, he falls in love with an Atlantean.
Wow.
Yeah. And then we move into the third part of the story, and he meets Batman.
Oh,
he falls in love with Lois Lane.
Frank Miller help you out.
This was such a great Superman story. We're really one of the best DC books I've read in a long time.
Wow, and it looks like a book.
This like oversized large edition,
shiny
of the book, and it's really good. It's really amazing that someone would sell this for $6.99.
That's how much you got it for at Ollie's?
$6.99. This is a $30 book.
I mean,
if you were to go somewhere,
yeah,
retail, you would buy this for $30.
Well, and not to mention, all right, so all the high quality story that you brought out, it looks epic and it's big. And then here's some, like, some cool facts. I guess John Romita Jr. was on Daredevil, The Man Without Fear.
Yes. John Romita Jr. did like Kick-Ass, all the
Oh.
Kick-Ass comics.
Wow.
Lot of classic stuff. Spider-Man, so much stuff.
This is saying it's part of the Dark Knight universe. Frank Miller indicated that Superman Year One is connected to Batman Year One and his other Dark Knight universe project, suggesting it tells the origin of the Superman seen in The Dark Knight Returns.
Could be, yeah. I mean, you're hearing it here first.
I mean, this could be connections.
That's news to me.
This could be connections.
I mean, that whole, like, Superman's working for the president in that, so
Yeah.
kind of makes sense.
This was, it seemed like there was a lot more reading involved with this than a normal book. There was a lot of interaction between characters, and there wasn't a lot of just splash art pages with no dialogue.
How is the art, and how's it go?
The art's beautiful. A lot of people don't like John Romita Jr. He is one of my favorite artists. I really love his art style.
Yeah, I hear it. The series has been met with mixed reviews, with some praising the fresh take on Superman, like we heard from Scotty,
Yes.
while others have critiqued the portrayal of certain characters in the narrative style. Nonetheless, collectively, it seems like it's a significant addition to the Superman lore.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
definitely worth a look. Like, as a Superman fan, one that I pick right up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And just dive right into.
Easy to just pick up and dive into it.
IGN helping us out, Goodreads.com, CBR, Den of Geek. I mean, these guys have been helping us out for years. Superman Year One graphic novel.
Yeah, get it. Or enter to win this copy.
Yeah, you can win it. mostlysuperheroes.com/contests. That and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff.
Superman Year One will send it to you. Mostly Superheroes is proud to be funded in part by our sponsors. Mostly Superheroes is funded in part by paying patrons who receive early, ad-free, and exclusive episodes. Subscribe at mostlysuperheroes.com/support. Thank you for supporting your favorite independent podcast. Mostly Superheroes is an independent podcast owned and operated by Kerrigan Ventures in St. Louis, Missouri. Hosted by Logan Janis, Andy Hunn, and Scott Swearingen. Brand and creative by Carrie Clark Design. Music by Audionautics. Learn more at audionautics.com. Find more at mostlysuperheroes.com.